Hello and welcome to another video where I, Esther Joy, will be planning, um, oh, I will be planning a garden bed. So this is going to be a video where I will be doing my best to share with you what it is to plant a garden, what it takes, and hopefully we can do this together so we'll get some good stuff out of it and we can help each other with planning. To be honest, this is going to be my third year planning and preparing a garden, and every year I do something similar to what I'll be doing today with you now, but it seems to develop as we continue, and maybe I'll show you guys a little bit about what we got here. That's what we're going to be working with today. Originally, this was one of the OG plans. Don't really have the date on this. This actually might have been last year, but it was really good. In terms of planning out what is going to go in the beds, having an idea, then having that plant list so that we're taking the plants. At this point, we kind of have an idea of what plants we need, and I'm actually going to go ahead and off screen, I'm going to grab that and throw it in here so we have that reference as well. Now that I know all of the seeds that we have access to for this garden, as well as the plants, there's a couple of things that need to be done. If some of the plants are from last season, some of the plants are from this season. So I'm going to do my best to keep this in mind and add as much information necessary to have an idea of the garden's layout. To be fair, I'm not really going to plan that much, just because I know I'm not going to be there to supervise everything. And unless I make it very easy and very obvious as to why certain things should be planted in certain beds, people are gonna, they're gonna put them where they see fit. So I don't want to micromanage too much, but I do want to have a pretty good idea of what we're working with. So let's go ahead and see what we're working with here. So here's a list of all of the plants that we have received seeds from Island Harvest. Some of these we can start immediately. We can start sowing them. They're hardy. They won't die in the frost. Like lettuce, kale. Other things we're gonna have to wait. So this is a beautiful list that I wish I typed up because dude's handwriting is actually pretty neat, and I have a good idea. Oh my gosh. I wish they took more tomatoes. What? Okay, let me not get crazy right now. That doesn't two tomatoes? Just two? Alright, our number one volunteer is Italian, and I really want to up the variety of tomatoes for her. She's retired. She's such a great volunteer, but this is besides the point. So here's our plant list. This is just really good to have. I'm just going to name this 2025. I wish I labeled the other ones, but we're learning. It's probably good to label what you have there. Alright, and we have things like arugula. We have a lot of lettuce. We have some corn, carrots, for sure, beets. I don't even know who's eating that many beets. The tomato bit is getting me, even though definitely get more varieties of tomatoes. I've collected some tomato seeds, so we'll be all right. I think that will be a-okay. And a good invitation to ask the community if they'd like to share heirloom seeds that they have. So let's go ahead and let's take a look. You guys can probably see a faint layout, and I think this is perfect. We have 24 beds now. We have a greenhouse, and we have a shed here as well. I'm going to go ahead, and I'm on the right layer, and I'm going to go and just label some things. Okay, so this is the greenhouse. Greenhouse. I'm just gonna say GH. We also have this shed, which is amazing. We also have our hose. This is a water pipe. I'm just gonna say water pipe. And this is our, I'm gonna call it our helper shed. Don't really know what else to call it, to be honest. Okay. Then over here we have our tool shed, which honestly, it's looking like a mess a little bit. I gotta go in there and clean it up. And then we have these two chairs, which were knocked over at the time of taking this picture, but that's fine. And we have another bench over here and one over here. So the benches, honestly, I'm gonna also think about like where they mow right now, and I'm not gonna think too hard about it. We try to put everything in areas where they won't mow, because nothing grows there. So keeping that in mind, like 2 picnic tables right now. Okay, let's talk about the trees that we have here. This is an apple tree. This is a fig tree. I'm gonna do a little smaller. Okay. It might be an apple or a pear. I'm just gonna say it's a tree. I'm just gonna say it's a tree for now, okay? I know this is a fig tree. And then there's like this tree. This tree can stay. Alright, so and then there's another tree right here. This tree can also stay. I believe this is another fig. And then we have some trees over here, which you cannot really see it. I should have taken a picture. But I know there's like at least 3 peach trees somewhere around here. I'm gonna quickly see if I have any pictures. Okay, let's see. We have a picture, a recent photo of the garden that we can use. I literally just walked to the garden. Maybe this is why you should wait before you go to take better pictures. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Okay, there we go. I think I got a good photo once it loads. What's going on here? Yeah, absolutely gotta clear the fence. The fence is like not even, this is not even a joke right now. There's some big trees back there, and we need to get rid of them. Clear. Okay, so we want to cut and paint the things around the along the shed. I think that's like the main thing I'm getting here. Okay. And then there's some things. It's so hard to actually see where these trees are. But I think there's one here, and there's one here. Hello. Okay, and we're just gonna make the ones that need to move red for the sake of remembering to, the sake of moving them. Okay. Alright, so we're making progress. We're gonna have to do this again. Okay. These 3 are gonna have to move. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, not everything. Not everything. Okay, that's good. Done. Alright, and then we have like a fig tree all the way to the side. We also have these. These are blackberries. So the blackberries should go against fence. They should go there. All right, just saying where things should move. Because now we're gonna actually start moving here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's another tree in there somewhere. Can't really say know where it is. Off the top of my head, I'm kind of making it up. I don't have a good picture of it. I know that there's 2, but there's another one. Oh my! The way I'm looking at these photos to see if I see where these little trees planted. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think the fig tree we said is fine. One of those trees is fine. There might be another one. There might be another one here. But we're just gonna go ahead. Okay, so these trees are gonna be moving here along the line, and they're gonna be about 8 feet or so apart from each other. I'm not being perfectly meticulous with it, but I think that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. So that's where the trees will go. There should be about 8 feet. 8 feet. Dude, now the thing is, when I'm making this plan, unless I'm the one doing it, the chances are things are just not gonna go the way that I want them to go. And I gotta be at peace with that. I gotta be real at peace with that. That realization that things are just not gonna be. They're not gonna go your way all the time, especially if you're not the one doing it. But have peace. Have peace. Okay. Not gonna lie, I think lots of you kind of low-key froze on me. That's no fun. Okay, we're back. It's coming back. Okay, so the water pipe is pretty good. We have one hose, and then we have another sprinkler. This sprinkler is so bad. Sprinkler. It just, the amount of water that comes out of the bottom, it's crazy. Okay, so I think that's good. A proposition to plant the natives. So now, I'm not even looking at what's going on in here. I know we got garlic in one of these beds. We got strawberries in another. This is what I would say. Okay, so we got garlic, onion here. Green onion. We got green onion right up in here. And that's good. And then we also have strawberries, and the strawberries really need some help for sure. Okay. Guess there are carrots on the other side? I don't know who did that, but we're gonna have to do something about that. I believe this is kale. One of these have garlic. It's fine. It's hard to tell which one. To be honest, this photo it's hard to tell which one. Those are collard greens. I'd love for one of them to seed, to flower. And then we have asparagus, which is also really good. Okay, so now let's go back to what needs work, because these needs work. Fix. Just fix. We gotta reinforce that. Fix this one too. Hello, Governor. No, I'm planting the garden. Yeah, not stalking people in this episode. Just doing some gardening. Just doing some gardening tasks, yeah. Figuring out what beds need fixing, and I think at least 6 of them need real fixing. Okie dokie. Okay, this one probably needs fixing. I didn't put any on it because it doesn't look that broken, but, some of these beds are a little sus and they definitely need to be fixed. So, I think those off the top of my head definitely need to be fixed. They have like a side wall that's like just falling off the side, so that's good. Okay. Okay. I think for now, the last thing is to propose where to plant the native plants. If you want to put them around this corner. I'm trying to think of places where they don't mow, so they can hopefully spread their seed, and we'll probably, I don't know what they're gonna do with these, with the windmills. What's going on with these? Are we keeping them? Are we not keeping them? So, don't know what they're doing with them. For now, we're just gonna question mark. Are you sick now? No. I think this could be a good area. For composting. Alright, so this is kind of an additive thing, and there are also 3 trees. I can't really see them that well, but I see the shadows, so I'm gonna say this is a tree. Let me use white. Pretty sure this is where they are. Correlation to everything. Okay, so those are the apple trees. I have a feeling that the other tree I think it was peach. Okay, okay. Very good. This is, it's starting to make sense. So I think a compost pile would be very nice right here, or somewhere close to the entrance. Hmm. Okay, so that's one option for a compost pile, and here's another option. I think obviously I'd like I'd like if this didn't pause so much. But we can't really force it to not pause. It's just doing its own thing. Uh, hmm. So recording won't be impacted if I switch the internet, I think. So we'll see. Oh my gosh. It has a life of its, like a mind of its own. Okay. So composting suggestion number 1. Suggestion number 2. They're both on the side that's closest to the entrance. And yeah, I think that is it. Okay. So I think that's all I can really do in terms of planning right now. I now have an idea of all the things that need to be done. The last thing I'm gonna do is just form up a small note so that I can really get things in order. This is just gonna be garden tasks. Okay, so gonna go ahead and use voice, and just now looking at the map that we've annotated with what is going on, what needs to be fixed. Just making a little bullet list of things to note. Here is a list of things that are needed in order to maintain the Giving Garden this year. 2025. Fix the older beds in the front row. Okay, that's good. Next. Is there anything else to fix that is broken? Nothing dire. Nothing crazy. I think I'm looking at this area and I'm thinking they started drilling this. They started taking out the cement. As you can see, there are literal holes in there. So are they gonna replace that, or are they just taking it out? Those are the questions to ask. Okay. Next question. Clear and treat the invasives along the fence. ... Look into cut and paint herbicide applications. New line. Move 7 trees to replant, creating a line. For ideal spacing,
You can play till I come. You can make your own chili oil if you want.
in between the greenhouse and the helper shed. Okay. Okay, we said fix the beds, clear and treat invasives, move the tree. I think that's like the main things. Oh yeah. So there's gonna be a couple of moving things. Move the blackberries against the fence where peach trees were removed. New line. Plant natives in no-mow area. The way that it's spelled no-mow is very funny. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. 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 I think that's good. Okay. So that's like mostly for March. I'm gonna keep going. Repot green onions. 4 plant sale giveaway. New line repot strawberries. 4 plant sale giveaway. New line. Established composting area. ... C areas proposed. New line.
You know your little stomach. And you make too much.
Acquire watering can. New line. Set up better irrigation system. New line. Okay. I think that's good. I think that's good for now. I'm sure there's must be something I might, might escape me at this time. But pretty good. Okay. Now I'm looking at this. I don't know why they got so many sprouts. Like, those are more microgreens, but okay. I think they just wanted to try it. Got cucumbers. Oh, that's my timer. That is my timer to let me know that it's time to take a break, that I've done enough, and for the sake of not burning out, we're gonna call it a day for now. But yeah, I'll just be looking through the plant list, and if I wanted to propose what would be best, if there are some companion plants that we could do, then that's what I would do right now. Just go through what we have, figure out what can we plant in the summer, what can we plant in the fall in the same bed. Yeah, some other things to add probably is like amending the soil and mulching the bed. That's actually something I wanted to add. So I'm gonna add that right now. And I think that's it for now. I feel pretty good. I did go there earlier to take the natives out of the greenhouse and to let them acclimate. They honestly are fine outside. They don't need to go in a greenhouse for the winter. They're natives, so their normal range of temperature and living is, is what it is outside. But yeah, I feel pretty good with this list of garden tasks to do for the Farmingdale State College Giving Garden. And from this, I can slowly but surely chip away in terms of reminding the sustainability manager and other parties that are in charge of maintaining the grounds when they have the time to do these tasks, as well as myself to do what I can. So yeah, I look forward to it. I think like once a week or twice a week probably is a good time commitment. I'm trying to find a good balance with time and not overdoing it. With the gardens, it's so easy to, but for the sake of my health and sanity, we're finding a balance. Anyways, thank you for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this a little chaotic planning session for this season. If you did like it, feel free to press a thumbs up. And if you are in the process of planning and have any tips, please feel free to let me know. Alright, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.